Hello everyone and welcome to the online lecture series by Shet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. Myself Jayesh Rajgor and today we are going to study 12th Standard Economics new syllabus. Chapter number 2 Utility Analysis. Yes my dear students, in some previous video lectures we studied about various functions of utility. We also understood about the features of utility. We understood about the importance of law of diminishing marginal utility, where Alfred Marshall claimed about that marginal utility keeps on diminishing. Yes, my dear students, this law was first proposed by Professor Gosson but was discussed in detail by Professor Alfred Marshall in his book Principles of Economics, published in 1890. The law of diminishing marginal utility is universal in character. It is based on the common consumer behavior that utility derived diminishes with reduction in the intensity of want. The statement of the law was followed with many assumptions as well as exceptions. My dear students, the statement of the law by Alfred Marshall said, other things remaining constant, the additional benefit which a person derives from a given increase in his stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in the stock that he already has. Here are some important takeaways from the law of DMU. Additional benefit which a person derives diminishes with increase in stock. Yes, my dear students, the statement clearly mentioned that as and when the consumption increases, more and more successive units of consumption will lead to diminishing marginal utility. We saw the assumptions of law of DMU, where we were told about rationality, cardinal measurement, homogeneity, continuity, reasonability, constancy, divisibility, and single want, where we understood that a given commodity can satisfy a single want of a person. The law assumes an experience of a single want which is completely satiable at a given point of time. Through the diagram schedules, it was very clear that MU diminishes with more and more of consumption. Yes, my dear students, in today's video, we will understand why exactly this law is significant enough and to whom it is very important. Yes, the law is significant enough for consumers. It is important for law of demand as well as to understand paradox of values. Similarly, this law is very helpful to the government as well. There are many criticisms involved with this law. Many say that this law has unrealistic assumptions. The law of diminishing marginal utility is based upon various assumptions like homogeneity, continuity, constancy, rationality, etc. But in reality, it is difficult to fulfill all these conditions at a point, and thus, all the assumptions are unrealistic in nature. Similarly, some also say that cardinal measurement assumption is like fooling someone because utility cannot be measured in numbers. The law assumes that utility can be expressed cardinally, so it can be added, compared, and presented through a schedule. In reality, cardinal measurement of utility is not possible because utility is just a psychological concept. Similarly, indivisible goods, this particular thing doesn't affect indivisible goods, right? So here it is said that the law is not applicable to indivisible and bulky goods like refrigerator, car, TV sets, etc., which are normally purchased in single unit at a time. Also, a single want, the biggest assumption, is also unrealistic. The law is restricted to the satisfaction of single want at a point of time. However, in reality, a man has to satisfy many wants at a point of time. So, my dear students, significance of the law is very important question to understand to whom this law is really important. In spite of the criticisms, the law of DMU or diminishing marginal utility is a very popular and an important law in economics because of its universal application. Let us understand why this law is important or significant enough for consumers. Yes, this law creates awareness among the consumers to obtain maximum utility from the limited resources. It is necessary to diversify consumption. Because of this law, we understood that successive consumption of a particular unit reduces our marginal utility. And thus, to obtain maximum utility from limited resources, it is necessary to diversify the consumption. Hence, the first point here explains very clearly that DMU law is useful for consumers. Moving further, the next point is basis of law of demand. Yes, my dear students. The law of demand is based on the law of diminishing marginal utility. According to the law of demand, the quantity demanded of a good rises with a fall in price and falls with an increase in price. When a consumer purchases more and more of units of a good, its marginal utility steadily declines. Hence, he would buy additional units of a commodity only at a lower price. Yes, my dear students. In the next chapter, we are going to study demand analysis, where you will clearly understand the human behavior or human tendency, or we can say consumer behavior, which always tends to buy more at a lower price. And thus, it is proved that law of diminishing marginal utility forms the basis of law of demand. The next point here, which shows the significance of law of diminishing marginal utility, is understanding paradox of values. Yes, my dear students, law of DMU is also the basis of paradox of values. The law of diminishing marginal utility helps us to understand the values, value in use as well as value in exchange. There are many commodities which have greater or more value in use and zero or less value in exchange, such as air, water, sunshine, freely available to all. But that is why they have less value in exchange. There are also some other type of goods which have more value in exchange and less value in use, such as gold, diamonds, etc. To understand such types of goods and their values in use and values in exchange, law of DMU plays a very crucial and important role. And thus, paradox of value is also very important. Thus, law of DMU forms the basis of paradox of values. The next point says usefulness to the government. Yes, my dear students, the work or the major work of the government is to frame policies, to make good taxation policies or trade policies or pricing policies. To frame such policies, understanding consumers' behavior or analyzing utility becomes essential. Thus, the law is useful to the government in framing various policies such as progressive tax policy, trade policy, pricing policy, etc. In this way, my dear students, we can easily understand the significance of the law of DMU, which shows, in spite of criticisms, the law of diminishing marginal utility is very popular and an important law in economics because of its universal application. Hopefully, you understood all the points. In the next video, we'll start with yet another important chapter. Till then, stay connected, stay safe. Thank you very much.